Hey, welcome to our kitchen. You may recognize this place because we shoot a lot of YouTube videos and stuff right there at this bar, which you'll have to ignore it. It's cluttered with Easter stuff right now. So this kitchen became a topic of conversation recently because we had a dishwasher that was around 30 years old in here, and we recently got a replacement. It wasn't washing dishes that well anymore, and it had a lot of corrosion in it from soap scum or whatever the heck you get from the dishwasher soap, that crusty stuff. And come to find out, we should have been rinsing this thing out with some kind of cleaning solution once every month, but we never did, and it got to the point where it hardly washed dishes. And so then we tried to do some cleaning and stuff to it, and none of it really panned out. So the wife wanted a new dishwasher, so the wife got a new dishwasher. We ended up going with the Frigidaire, and I like a lot of the features of these modern dishwashers because all the programs and stuff are at the top, and the kids don't easily get to that stuff, where before they were right in the front, and kids, for the heck of it, would just go up and change it. And this is really cool now that it has a top rinser. Ours didn't have that before. But I had a heck of a time getting this thing in because, let's check out underneath the sink here. There was a valve back there that was rusted shut, and well, it was rusted open actually, and to shut it I had to really crank on it. And when I put everything back together and opened it back up, it was leaking like crazy. So I had to take this old pipe here and put one of those shark bites on it and put a new valve. So that was fun. A lot of work went on in the kitchen there. Kind of like you give a mouse a cookie. If you give a wife a dishwasher, we got into the conversation about the refrigerator. She hates this refrigerator. We used to use this ice maker, but it had sat between the time that we bought this house and the time the old owners had the house. This sat unused for a while, and the old ice maker rusted up really bad. So I tried to use it for a while, but you just get rusty ice and stuff, and I ended up just yanking it out. So ice maker and water maker actually just don't do anything anymore. And since we're kind of going towards black stainless with our appliances, these old almond color appliances just aren't really cutting it anymore. At some point we're going to plan on upgrading that stuff. I don't know when it is, but whenever it's feasible. Other upgrades, if we do stuff to this kitchen, like if we go ahead with more black stainless appliances, eventually we're going to update these cabinets. And the cheapest way that I can think of doing that is the existing cabinets are fine. I mean, they're a nice sturdy wood. It's not particle board or anything like that. But this hardware is really outdated looking, and the dark colors and stuff. We'd probably end up just putting new hardware on and repainting the cabinets. And I think that would add a lot to this room. I for one, I really hate these valances, or whatever you call them, these bump out areas here. That's really outdated, and it would be great to get rid of those, but I know that would be a heck of a lot of work. So I don't know if we'll end up painting them the style of the cabinets or not. Counters. If we do end up getting new appliances, painting the cabinets, and all that kind of stuff, these counters aren't going to match anymore. And this, like this bullnose edge here, and that little place back here, that little backsplash, it's just not the thing anymore. So a nicer surface. I don't know what we'd go with. I was trying to talk Sarah into some kind of epoxy covering, but she is not real into that idea. Another idea would be like a concrete surface. We're trying to go budget here. Let's see, more of a bump out there too that can go, and this scalloping looking shape where the light is, that could go. At one point in time we had a wine theme going on in here, but there's not too much left of that. We just have this little wine plaque up there, and we have the wine shelf. There used to be grapes and things like that all over here. Actually, the wallpaper, if you remember in earlier videos, it was little berries that almost kind of look like grapes. But that is gone, but we still have a long way to go to getting like a really up-to-date, awesome-looking kitchen. Over here is the wine shelf you usually see in the background. It's kind of a closer up of what's going on there. It doesn't usually have much toys and stuff on top of it, but I don't know. I was just kind of using that to display some things. My wife got me that for Easter. That's Wonder Woman. Pretty awesome. So, this is just some of our thoughts going on with the kitchen. This is another project I got going on here. I want to make a measuring stick for measuring the kids, because eventually we might paint the living room and we're going to lose their measurements that we had up there before. Let's see, other items I can show you here. This is like the networking nook. I was trying to minimize this as much as possible and like cram it all into this storage space here that I created, but there's too many cords and stuff to all this, and we still have a voice over IP phone, so I can't really minimize all that stuff. And our Wi-Fi at one point was kind of lousy, so I ended up upgrading to this Nighthawk, and it's been really awesome since, but that thing takes up a lot of room. It'd be cool if this bar area if we could just knock this whole thing out and just have this like an island, but that would be a major undertaking. So, thanks for hanging out with me, listening to me BS about our kitchen here. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.